Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Division game, and in anticipation of this entire Skyscraper thing, I wanted to showcase what Resistance is. So for those of you who didn't play Division 1, Resistance was a mode or an area that was set up in order for players to be able to go into these different places, do structured incoming refreshing wave missions with increasing difficulties to get loot. Also, in that area, enemy NPC spawns were random. There were activities to do, and you could get loot as well, having completed some of the activities in specific orders. And the enemy NPC spawns were actually very different than you would get. Perhaps the best way to say it is Resistance was all of the enemy NPCs in Division 1 all colluding together to take out the division. So when you get to the area, what you're going to find out is you're going to find enemy types of different caliber, and many of them will just start attacking you without even any issues. They just come after you. So here we have let's look at cleaners. Oh, my build is trash. Oh, it's not. Sorry, it's my D3. And then you have an LMB, and then you have a cleaner person. You have an LMB shotgunner. You have a cleaner. All together. This is a cleaner boss. All going after you. All of them. Okay, so that was Resistance. And that's just the area itself. Let's take this cleaner boss down. They'll keep spawning too. They don't stop. And this made the mode really interesting, you know, to play, because I mean, I need to take this fool out. Yeah, give me that gas tank, boy. Cool beans. And so with the 3 different modes, you had carrier. You walked in here, enemies will spawn. You have to take them out. You have to get points with it. But the map had its own structure, and then deep within the map you could set up these different parameters that helped you within the gameplay mode to stay alive, to spawn. You know, maybe in some cases you could get a pulse that will pulse enemies, and then there were different environmental factors that would also come after you, like everywhere would become toxic, and at that point you need somebody that had a good support station, maybe running a reclaimer build. So if we're gonna get Skyscraper, where, you know, apparently we're calling it Skyscraper, but the mode might be called something else when it's released. But, you know, you're going from floor to floor to floor, and you're dealing with all the different enemy NPCs and different environmental factors. And then maybe you have like this technology parameters that you can unlock using the points that you get when you take down enemies. I think if we get something like that, it's really going to make sense. So if you look at it, it's actually endless. It says it here, endless. And the enemies just keep coming at you once you start. You know, you wait for waves. You start. When you take down an enemy, the enemies pretty much, let me go ahead and start it up. Okay, go. When you take down an enemy, then they drop these like currencies or credits and all that good stuff. Now, some people have said they didn't like this mode, and I laugh because, you know, it was one of those things where a lot of people used it for farming, and that's exactly what it was. So Skyscraper, I would like for it to have a heavy, you know, emphasis on farming, as well as very decent gameplay and very nice as well. So let's see if I can pull this thing off. They're already here, but this is the way to go. Are y'all gonna come out and fight? Oh, good. You see that blue streak that dropped? That's what I wanted to show you guys. Those of you who didn't play Division 1, once they die, there's a blue streak that they drop. Once you pick it up, it's credits and 100 shade tech. It's basically shade tech. Let's take these fools out. If you notice, the enemy NPC types are also of different factions as well. I'm gonna run out of ammo. That's a Riker. I just took out a rioter just now. I'm gonna leave one, and I'm gonna mess with the credits just to show you how the credit system works. Is this guy gonna come out? Pop your head out, boy.
Scanning indicates 3 enemies remain.
I'm gonna leave one. These are Rikers. and they're all of different enemy NPC power. So these credits I'm gonna use to open up this door. So when I get 1,250, the door is gonna open up, and then I can access the rest of the area. So that's how the mode is designed, and I can use these same Shade Tech credits as well to access chests that have loot. So what you'll be doing is you'll be gathering them, taking down enemy NPCs, and doing all that stuff. How they're gonna implement Skyscraper might be different. I don't know, but at least I feel like it will share some similarities, because this is the ultimate replayable mode that you can actually engage in this game. You know, everything's about repetition in the Division anyways, but I wanted to showcase this so that, you know, we kind of have a reference and all that good stuff. And to be very, very clear, Resistance was fun. Resistance was definitely fun. I like the way they designed the maps. I can't fast travel here. I have to have them take me out. Let me use my, ooh, look at that recovery link so that it doesn't pop up. And then yeah, there's disrupt. This is an environmental hazard. Everything's disrupting my skills. I'm gonna let them take me out here. Just shoot, just shoot. Look how hard it is to kill you when you hit level 30. Where are you guys at? Thank you. The enemy NPCs here are well balanced at the end game, because it's balanced for maximum enjoyment as a player. And the more you even go further down the road, the more difficult the game becomes, and the more difficult the enemy types start to become nonetheless. So it just seems like you're really strong, and yes, you are strong in this game. I had 9,000 toughness on that build about, and I just want to show you guys Powerhouse. I think so. There's Piers, there's Pier 96 or Pier 39, and there's the other one. So this is Pier 93. Let's get in the map. There's Carrier, and then there's Powerhouse. So I want to show you Powerhouse's layout, and then we'll end the video here. So let me hear your thoughts about this upcoming Skyscraper mode. I don't know what to expect other than, you know, skyscrapers, but if they will implement some really cool stuff, it will really make sense. Now, another thing to you might wonder is, I talked about the environment here, the area where enemies are spawning and they're random enemy NPC types. I think we already have that covered in the Division 2. The Division 2 already created a living world. So that living world aspect was what they were implementing here back then in the day. And I say living world meaning, you know, activities, hostage rescue, control points, resource convoy. Those things are already available in Division 2, so you don't necessarily need them, and you encounter different enemy NPC factions already organically in the map. Powerhouse is just basically kind of an underground facility, in a sense, not underground, but, you know, low-level facility. And you go in there, you go through a tunnel, and then you do the exact same thing you do in Resistance, dealing with environmental hazards. The first environmental hazard you saw there that I showed you was Disrupt. There are some about toxicity. There's some with, I think it's only those two. Yeah, Disrupt and Toxicity. Yeah, where your health starts to kind of get lower, but you need a healing station or, you know, healing enabling skills. Excuse me. Maybe like health on kill or all that stuff. So that's pretty much this video. I just wanted to take some time to, you know, point these things out and discuss this with you guys. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll see in another one. I plan on continuing my Division 1 journey through the map with my other character that I created, and just kind of, you know, chewing my way through the content, just for you guys to be able to kind of go through the Division 1 nostalgia. And for those of you who never played Division 1, to go ahead and pick it up and actually play it. It's a decent game. You know, you might not like it as much as Division 2, but in the opinions of many old school Division players, we feel it's the best Division game that's ever been made. All right, I'm out of your hair. Peace out.